Alright, so it looks like a developer of this time is Dental. Alright, so this is a classic on the internet. It's called Waste's Edge. It's a adventure mystery game. It's kind of cool. So let's, not enough me jabbering, let's play. Bannock. Do I want to change the name? Be something silly, or do I want to keep this name and keep with canon? I don't feel that particularly creative right now. Alright, so when we got out of Sardanis, the trail had become hard. Okay, so we're playing the role of this. I think he's a half-elf. He's right now just wandering about. I get the impression this was part of a game series, but I've never actually seen the other games, just this one, which looks like it was made in RPG Maker. So we're taking our mission on ahead. Well, that's complete business in our name. Alright, so we basically a vassal for Lady Silverhair, just to help you see her soon enough. Alright, so yeah, we're a half elf. Okay. So we're just on the road again. And we're heading to a place called Waste's Edge. There. There it is there. So we approach the trading post. There seems to be little sign of... Okay. Not right here. Red White Inn. Building. Closed. Okay. So, puzzle 1 is going to be getting into the city. Looks like it's sealed off. And we may have to sweet talk a guard. Yep, that's exactly what happens. Halt, stand and declare yourself. Bannock. He's right. Nice drawing. Oh boy. If you turn out to make haste, you should be able to make safe camp before dark. Why should I make safe camp when I can just enter the city and use your inn? The inn's barred. Some trouble inside, and I have instructions to turn away all who need not be here. What trouble? My employer will need me close at hand. Yeah. Be a lot harder than it would otherwise be. Alright, so. Yeah, this is the game. As you can see, it kind of... Yeah, it looks like somebody used RPG Maker to make this. I don't think they did, because, I mean, I found this on the Ubuntu store. So they probably used something else, some other engine. Alright, so new employer, eh? Who might that be? Alright, so let's see. Well, let's be honest with them. It's Lady Silverhair. Alright, it's like, hey, if you were one of Silvermare's men, then I should definitely not let you pass. Alright, so apparently she's at the center of whatever's going on. Alright, so it's sort of mess. Sort of trouble we have no wish to put up with. Okay. Alright, so apparently an elven lady, probably a high elf most likely, stole something. So it's like theft. But she's a lady and an elf. Are you stupid? Alright, but it doesn't seem that that's going to really work over. So that's what you're saying. The fact is, she first argued with the victim over his goods on the morning. So apparently, whatever it is that stolen was something that she wanted. Alright, so I cannot tell you the truth unless they'll let me in and see for myself, right? So, you can't come in. Alright, so if my lady needs me, I cannot simply walk away. Open the gate. Aid her, this is why I can't let you in. If you aid her too much, you may escape. Alright, so how the hell is she gonna escape a guarded camp? Like, I'm just a half-elf versus a bunch of armed men. Alright. So you can't let you in. You'll be in more trouble. Alright, so... Okay, either one of these is a threat of some description. See, so like, I'm sick of arguing with you, or you're about to let me in, or I'm forced to take action, or you'd be more trouble if you're not opening the gate than you would be for letting me in, I assure you that. Yeah, these are both threats. I think they lead to the same dialogue tree. I'm gonna go with this one. So the guard thinks about it and he decides, yeah. But then he figures that you are one scary motherfucking half-elf. He doesn't want to get involved. So he lets you in. That must be some recantation for the door. Alright, so he's... So let's talk to him more. Alright, so... I gotta learn a little more about what's going on. Alright, so... Immediately there's not much to tell. I mean... He says he's making his rounds around the yard in the night. And then, of course, he heard Fulkerson. Gems were stolen, and Lady Silver was the culprit. Alright, so of course, why an elven noble? Well, the most obvious reason is that she was interested in the gems. Okay. That's why she tricked me. But of course, to make the point, like, anyone could have wanted the gems. I mean, who don't like money? Right? And of course, somebody named Jarlum is certain beyond a shadow of a doubt that elven noblewoman yoinked the gems. So... Alright, so he's another guardsman who may have seen what happened. He probably watched it. Alright, so like, her behavior is suspicious. And Jeff's like dwarves. And of course, why does she hate dwarves? Oh, isn't it not because she's an elf and elves traditionally hate dwarves? I mean, that's a common rivalry in standard medieval fantasy settings, like this one. And of course, I mean, she overheard her argue with Master Friggelson, who I think is a dwarf of some description. Like she mocked the quality of his shit. Alright, so... You think that's enough? Alright, so... Like, admittedly, the guardman's not 100% certain. Like, maybe we should speak with Drolum. He knows more for theft. Like, he's just following his orders, right? So... Alright, where is he? Oh, bugger. Alright, so I may have to talk past him to get to my employer. Great, just... Great. Alright, so I guess I'll have to get this over with. Thank you for your time. Excuse me. Oh, hey, can I talk to you for a second? Small man. Okay, so this is either another dwarf or he's like a gnome or something. There's a cold expression. It's a merc. So, hi, I'm Bunnick. You know anything about the theft that happened here? Yeah. Yeah, hi. You killed Rita? It's gonna be that all over again. Alright, so you're like, yeah, I am Tristan. I'm a merc. And not a thief. Okay, obviously. And, he says, like, oh, they know they're making a big fuss about a few worthless gems. Like, so, who's they? Oh, Fugglesome himself, he seems to consider the theft a personal affront. And not to forget that excuse for a guard. Okay, so... like the two people fingering the elven lady. Like the one guy might be a shyster, trying to scam with bad gems, and the other one is apparently half blind, half deaf, possibly corrupt or stupid. So, of course, Jerome's the one that put the inn under lockdown over a few stolen gems. So a lot of people are not too happy with him. All right. They failed in retrieving the gems for her. Like, they searched through all kinds of crap, but they can't find them. Anyway, we should certainly not steal them. She's an elf. She's above petty theft. Come on. Oh, no, yeah, I understand. I mean, for silver hair. You were not really investigating anything here, are you? You're just trying to free her at all costs. And of course the thing is he's pissed because of the lockdown he can't leave the inn. So he's mad at everybody. Mad at me, mad by Silverhair proxy, possibly stealing the gems. He's mad at Jerome for locking them down. He's mad at the dwarf for getting uppity over a few worthless stones. So he's pissed. So he's upset. He's beyond his wits. So, following my question, so I'm thinking, otherwise, could it be that you have something to hide with all this bluster? Like, we could just like, you stole them! You're being a shit! That's why we think you stole them! Even though you might be being a shit for good reason, but still, you're being a shit. See, do we want him to really make him mad, or, or should we just leave him be? You know what? Let's accuse him outright. Alright, I'll be watching you, shithead. Alright. Here's another person we can harass. Oh, hello. Who might you be? And I'm a saviour of Lady Umlin Silverhair. That's her full name. What? The idea of my soul must have silence? Okay, I'll leave it alone. He probably had nothing useful to say anyways. Nobody does. Hey, Stable Buck. Talk to me. Alright, so he's looking at me. And it's... Alright, so he welcomes us. Hey, and you are? Oh, hey, Oliver. He's helping his parents at the inn. Okay. So, let's see. What can you tell me about Waste Edge, kid? Oh, for reals? An elf? Oh, God's good. Leave you silver beard. No, it's silver hair. Don't get it right, kid. Okay, so she's there with two servants, and apparently she's got that very steely, probably aloof, I don't give a shit about these mere mortal kind of attitude towards people. We're dealing with an elf from F6. Why would anyone want to lock her up? It's not good. Can you imagine? The elven lady robbed Master Figgleston in his sleep. And none of the adults knows anything. That might be interesting. Huda? Okay, so he's a dwarf from... Oh, god damn it. Wow. Gotta be a lot of these gibberish-sounding names. Just to give it the atmosphere. But if I was to guess, that would be... Dunkal? Yeah, I hope that's about right. Okay, so he sells gems and shit. And he got robbed. Alright. So, kid, tell me, Ollie. Did you see anything? Someone's in the stables. But you didn't really remember that. Okay, cool, I'll remember that. Thank you. Bye. Alright, so where to? Green grass door. And... Oh, so it's just empty room. Oh, let's see here. Alright, there are singing books in here. Plaque in there. Alright, so this, okay, so this must be very beds. So that's the guard in the bed. The guard. Yeah, the other guard. And that would be just the bar. There's maybe a bar here that kind of hangs out with them and harasses them and nobody likes. You know, much like, what's this face from Stargate 64. God damn it, I actually played that game for you guys too. But yeah, maybe like that guy. Oh yeah, Wilford. No, it wasn't Wilford. Anyways, yeah, that guy, you know, nobody likes him. I'll have the name for you in post. Alright, so now we gotta go do some real investigating. Oh, hey! Oh yeah, I want to talk to you. George spoke. Alright, so here's this guy. Alright, so let's go a little in front. Says he's troublemaker, scrubs over his body. Okay, so he's probably a bit of a shit. Source. Mysterious stranger. Ah, hey! It's a freak! What's up? Yeah, it's Bannock, you ass. I'm getting some answers. Okay, so we're getting confrontational here, right? Alright, so what's with your business? What's this have to do with this stupid theft, right? It's being highly invasive. Right, so you don't understand to keep asking for irrelevant details. You accomplish nothing but by know a thing or two, where you know the right question. Alright, so he's thinking, like, but you're not asking the right questions, like, hey, I got a question. Nice, you got any ideas? It's like, well, why hasn't the thief left? That's a good question. Now, if you were, I'd be off in the quiet corner and make some use of that brain. I think you're right. Alright, so we're just gonna scarp her. Alright, so Lily's gonna be a little more open with us. That's what's up with your business. If you're happy, I make camp your way back. Linebrook. Like, on some rather random place we could care less about. Alright, so he's just a random innocent who got stuck here over gems. Alright, so like where'll even be? Ah, this guy. Alright, you see a young dwarf, open face, must have a traditional beard. Must be a kid still. Alright, so. Who are you, and can I talk to you, please? Alright, so this is Eric Stonebreaker, right? I'm trying to think, should I introduce him? Yeah, I'll just be straight up. Yeah, I can help you here. Tell the mercenary you're connected with the silver-haired woman. Alright, so. The incident is very good, you fail to believe it. Well, of course! Why would you steal gems? She's a princess. Well, that's not enough to prove her innocence, but it's also not enough to make her guilty. I find you, I know of nothing that could possibly support such claims. Like, what exactly happened? Alright, so he's going to explain in more detail what it is. Alright, so very well then. Yesterday in the evening, Lady Silverhair met my master, me, in the parlor next to the common room. She intended to buy some rare gems, but it seems she had estimated their value. She was quite surprised by my master's offer. And of course, this is a recount of the conversation. She's not actually the one. Quality. Still looking for Purple Forest. I believe that's an actual gemstone. It's not a fantasy thing. These guys are rare. We argued over the value of the gems. spells, but she's like, but she looked at the gem slut and was accusing him of being a shyster. So yeah, effectively the deal that they fell through. Okay, so anyone who wasn't exactly following that, right? They had a spat about the value of some gems. Apparently she needs, but of course she was upset that they were of poor quality. Now, is she claiming that they're poor quality because they are poor quality? She's just haggling or trying to get less than what they're worth. It's hard to say at this point. Now, so we ask him, what's a cat's eye? So sometimes a thin narrow band runs across the length of a gem, glowing in the light. And of course, I mean, it gives the illusion of a cat's eye. And Fergus instruments truly of such nature. Oh, yes, when I looked at a certain way under the red light. No wonder your mistress mistook them for Carmaflanes. Right, so, she's figuring you should look at them right. And it's like, is that your opinion or your master's? That's not important now, but the gems were of poor quality, be worthless to her, and she'd have no reason to steal them. Alright. That's kind of the idea. I mean, why would she take something she knows has no value? Alright, so admittedly, he's not certain of this stone's value himself. I mean, he's just taking his master's word for it. Alright, thank you, whatever. Have a nice day. So this guy. Oh, yeah, we already annoyed him. He's annoyed that he's gonna be ruined, he's losing money. So like even he thinks that seems to think that the gems are worthless. Do you think my mistress is in need of stealing? No. Oh no, I understand. You are working for Silver. You're really investigating anything then. You're just trying to get her freed. Alright, see you around. I've already spoken to you. Alright, so this is the innkeeper who seems to be a happy enough person. A little bit wastage, buddy. Ladder's no longer granted, and that's because, well, everyone's cooped up in the inn. It's not making any money. A lot of people are not too happy about the situation at all. Alright, so, excuse me, I talk and haven't even introduced himself, so this is, Orlith. Alright, so tell me about these troubles. It's a shame, really. You'd think you're in danger on the road when all those bandits about, but no, here. Despite the guards, a man's belongings are safe from filthy thieves. Oh. Yeah, it's a thing that happens, sadly. I think not all thieves hang out in bandits waiting for, like, the people to show up to pillage. So. Alright, so, here are our options. Things turn around when somebody actually bothers to investigate this properly. I couldn't agree more, but who could possibly do that? Don't get me wrong, Talon is a good lad, and Jerem is surely doing his duty, but they are overtaxed, and it'd be days before a senior officer arrives. So, it's effectively saying that the two guards that are here, they're not qualified to investigate this, and she can't afford to keep the inn locked indefinitely. So, yeah, I'm gonna help. That'll be all good. So he's happy to hear that. Right, so, like, what exactly do you know? Alright, so, you know about the business center. You know what? Let's play stupid. No, we don't. Actually, she had an appointment with, Martian, right? So, the dwarf. So, this basically explained to us that he's, she had some business dealings with the dwarf that didn't exactly go right. Well, that evening the rival, she and the master sat together in a little parlor next to the common room. Alright, so you could complete some bargaining, but it wasn't long before they argued. Couldn't tell what happened for the shouting story press. You could learn more from his parents, Eric. Like I already spoke to him. But thank you. Did not approve of his offer, right? That's because of that argument, Lacey was blamed after the gems were stolen. It wasn't the argument alone. She and the dwarf did not get along very well from the beginning, and there were other reasons, of course. Oh. What other reasons are there? Alright, so the theft had happened occurring the night, I'm sure it does. And who, if not an elf, could sneak in a room without two people inside? Okay, yeah, because elves are very, very stealthy and dexterous and all that jazz. Alright, then nobody left the inn, and if the others could have been long gone to them. Others, but for someone known to the victim, this wouldn't be an option. But again, that's assuming the thief didn't actually just bugger off before the inn was locked down. Like, that's an assumption we're making thus far. And of course, I mean, she could easily prove that she did not hide her gems since she allowed nobody into her room. And of course, that's probably a lot of, like, she's offended at the idea of people searching her, probably. Yeah, as you can hear, she threatened the first person to touch her luggage. She made quite an impression on the poor guards, and who was to argue with a elvish noble? Yeah, sadly. The thing is, she doesn't want anyone searching her goods. How dare you touch a noble person's things, especially an elf one. They're exceptionally decadent, right? So, and of course that's a dilemma in itself. As long as the gems are not found, there's uncertainty about her guilt. So, to prevent the thief from smuggling them outside, nobody must leave the inn. I don't want to her have somebody's gonna go into the luggage, take the stuff, and then just walk out. And she's been confined to her room ever since. Like there's a guard has the officer from the garrison, but it's gonna take forever, of course. Alright, so the next is, well, can you tell me about the people around here? Well, of course you may have met Lady Frostbloom in the yard already. She's an artist with fancy beauties. And of course, she's a chaotic something. Like, she's like oblivious to what's going on around her, right, obviously. I guess when we spoke to her, it was kind of clear, like, she didn't really want to talk to us because she didn't want to talk to anyone. So next there's Alec, who's a shit. Like, as we spoke to him and verified. Like, he's a merc. And, like, mercenaries do walk that line between being, like a lot of them are borderline legalized bandits. Right? And of course, I mean, there's a few others. Like I said, like, he pays for his room, though he's just a cheap one down the cellar, and as long as he's behaving, right. Let's keep an eye on him, he's probably shit, of course. Alright, so what else? Well, there's the master, and there's master dwarf and his apprentice. They keep to themselves. And Fosim's not a fan of anyone that's not a dwarf. So he's a racist shit. I was like, why would you want to be a tradesman if he hates non-dwarves? I mean, you'd have to deal with non-dwarves who wants to earn a living. Well, he's as honorable as dwarves could be. And why I'm a bit surprised about his behavior towards Lady Silverhair. what does that mean exactly? You haven't heard about that? I mean, on her arrival, the dwarf made some remark about her, or just about elders and such. Alright, so he dropped a racial slur, was what we need. And like, there was a lot of already mentioned, plus that's our villain, and not to forget that noisy. There's everything else. It's all the conversations, right? So he's being touched, of course. We still got the last two. Alright, so like the first time we spoke to him, he's not too happy with us. Money in the lockdown. He's of course he gets a caravan and shit. And there's another guy, we haven't ran into him yet. And he trades in myths and he gossips, so he's like a doctor of sorts. Okay, he had a confrontation with the merc, but... And since then he doesn't leave his room. Interesting. Alright, so we're gonna stay there and back. I'll go find your room. What room remains as small but comfortable? Okay, cool, thank you. So he hands you a key. I'll over lead you to your room. So here you are. Got a lot of guests here, don't you know? Alright. And what the theft no one can leave for me? Like, what do you know about the theft? Like, stables, but right. We already went through that line of questioning. We can go to bed. And it's all okay, it must be the land. Whatever. Alright, so here's a lot of the things we could do. So here's this guardsman. Oh, Sturlum, who's like, he's barring, Silverhair's room. Alright. So, Manic investigating the theft. I have 2 questions for you. I'm trying to think because I mean I told him that he'd be like, you're not you're not a paladin. Go away. So let's be honest with him. It doesn't matter who you are. None may leave this room and none may enter, right? Because I'm under his orders. Mine. This is not good. So he's really gonna be a shit to us. Alright, so here's an empty room. Nothing in here. Yeah. Just a room. Sitting here being a room. Honestly. Let's go up here. Let's go up the floor. Ah, over there. Then I gotta over here. How about across here? Nope. Okay. In here? Anybody? Ah, the chest. Maybe there's something in here. Nah, it's just a chest. Let's move on. Alright, so let's go in here. There's just a room. We were already there. What am I thinking? What here? Ah, little old man. Hello, little old man. Let's chat. So that's Felnor, okay. Looks like some sort of wizard character. Alright, so. Trying to prove the elf's innocence. What's up? Okay, so. He looks suspect at us. Like, go away, I don't know anything. We'll see. We'll learn soon enough whether or not he does actually not know anything. Right, we'll have to use word for it. Let's start talking to him one more time. What can you tell me the night of the theft? What about your own investigation? Alright, so you want to talk to us? at all. Alright, fine, we'll go pester your friend. Shithead. Alright, so I'm gonna put the clock. Clock seems to be late. Haha. I'm sure everyone with a dog would love that. Alright, so here's a kitchen staff. Alright, it looks like his daughter or his wife, it's hard to say. What's the challenge? This was the house. Yeah, probably wife. Reservations. Okay. So, let's be respectful. It's always the same. She's a little annoyed that we're annoying her while she's cooking. But I can't investigate that theft. Alright, so now she's a little happier with us because somebody's actually looking into it. That means it's gonna get resolved. Alright, so in the middle of nowhere, they have evidently respondable. Nobody seems interested in finding the gems. Alright, so what about the guys you have here? Like, I mean, these guys, they're good men, but the task is to keep the peace, and they're usually up for it. But a situation like this exceeds their abilities now. So effectively, it's like finding a thief that takes genius level prowess to figure out. So, well, that's why we're here. She's gotta make food, so we gotta leave her alone be. Alright, so what's out here? I think it's outside. Yep, we're outside. We'll pop back here. And go into the cellar. Alright, so let's go check out the various... Oh, pantry door's locked. Yeah, I'd lock it too. That's supposed to be the one guy's room. Yeah. I don't see anything in here worth pinching, so let's just go. Go in here. Alright, so this looks like the bathroom. We don't need to have a bath right now. Alright. And in here? Oh! I think we found him and we found Figgleson and I don't think he's very happy with us right now. Like, fuck off! Pretty sure if you knew what I was, he would really be upset. Voice shit. Person, Bertle, not gonna have no peace. Ass. Alright, so upstairs. And we're in the stables. We're really high up. Okay. Oh, okay, now we're on the roof. Alright, puzzle 1 solved.